Woman's pet cat keeps staring at the window for a reason that leaves her owner baffled. Just like humans, animals are also open to attachments, care, and of course love. The species may not vary, but the feelings remain constant throughout. The pangs of separation is really hard to take up. Not every separation is meant to be melancholic though. Sometimes the separation could lead to an enhancement of the character. Here's a story of a girl named Emma who got a different story to tell regarding the separation from her loved ones. Emma, a girl of 20, graduated on the same day as her birthday. She lived far from her hometown just to take up education in a renowned institution. She graduated last year and was looking up for the job in her field of interest. She was confident, kind, and all-sorted. People called her rude, arrogant, and cold-hearted, but little did they know she was socially selective. She was not fond of being in the limelight. Moreover, she never got indulged in any kind of conversation in which one is being defamed by others. This is the reason why she had no true friends. Nevertheless, she was happy being that way. Unlike other girls, instead of having a break or going on vacation, she preferred to search for jobs to support her family. All day long, she kept on sending resumes to companies and waiting for their response to come. Her life carried on this way until someone very special made the entry, making her life happy again. Every friend of Emma wanted her to settle with a man or develop a romantic relationship with someone. Tired of their suggestion, she shifted in with someone who with time became a major part of Emma's life. That someone was none other than her cat, which she referred to as Waffles. She took up a pet cat and started living a new life with her. Emma got a companion of her own. With the entry of Waffles, her life completely changed. She started living with somebody and for somebody. Waffles, being chirpy and cheerful, made a special part for itself inside Emma's heart. With the arrival of Waffles, Emma's life drastically changed. She could feel herself to be worthy, and she had the responsibility of the little cat as well. She acted like a mama to the cat and used to take care of her every day. She even was aware of the mood swings that her cat went through. Everybody in Emma's family knew how much she loved Waffles. Before Waffles, Emma did not pet any animal, and it was the very first time that she agreed on keeping one. She was not a cat person initially, but after she started taking care of Waffles, her perspective changed 180 degrees. The bond that Emma and Waffles shared is incredibly strong. Emma could not think of a single day without Waffles. She started including Waffles to her gatherings and used to look after Waffles' diet and supplements every week. Emma used to notice even the small changes in behavior of Waffles. These changes affected the mood of Emma as well. This shows how worried she was regarding Waffles in her life. Waffles, the lucky cat, got a lot of attention and affection every day. One day, Emma thought that once she was out, Waffles would be all alone. She did not let Waffles go alone anywhere or make some cat friends out there. So she thought of bringing Waffles some friends with whom she could play, fight, and live. With that thought, Emma brought 2 more kittens to her home so that they could accompany Waffles all day long. To her dismay, Waffles kept a safe distance from those 2. It seems as if Waffles did not approve of the presence of the new guests. Waffles the cat was way too much pampered, which made her a little moody. Emma was too much inflicted by the mood of Waffles that used to get reflected in Emma's behavior as well. The 2 new guests were then being ignored by Emma, so she decided upon something. Emma had no option left with her, and she had to let the guests out of her house, out of the sight of Waffles, so that she could be normal. Emma thought that Waffles was being extra possessive for her. This fact made her smile and cry at the same time. From the day she made those kitties out of her house, she experienced a difference in Waffles' behavior. Waffles, like a happy kitty, purred and meowed every day. She ate healthy and was in a happy mood. This ultimately affected Emma as well. She too was happy and trying to interact with people enthusiastically. Sunny days could not last long. 2 months later, Emma discovered that her cat was not in a happy state. She sensed something was wrong, which made her more tense. She could not see her Waffles like that, so she thought of cheering her up and buying her expensive cat food. But this could do no good for the cat. Emma, confused by the situation, thought of seeking medical help. She believed that Waffles must be going through internal pain, hence reached the veterinary doctor. Waffles went through several checkups and was declared healthy by doctors. Emma was too concerned for Waffles to look up all the advice she got from anyone. She even painted her room blue on being told that cats like the color blue. Emma was totally ignoring what was her cat actually up to and what she felt was right. Days passed by and so was the time. The only thing that remained constant was the window by which Waffles started sitting and peeping outside. Every day from dusk till dawn, Waffles did nothing but look outside the window as if she was waiting for someone to come. Emma was not aware of Waffles' family. All she knew was that Waffles was her cat and she loved her a ton. Emma thought that now that Waffles was growing, it somehow succeeded in finding her family. This very thought produced a shivering sensation in Emma, and all she could do was to please Waffles in whatever way possible so that Waffles could not leave her. Emma was disturbed seeing her beloved cat, her first pet, like this. She interpreted many things on her own and concluded by convincing her mind that Waffles needed an escape from her, and this could be the reason why she kept on looking at the outside world. Emma, with a heavy heart, opened all the doors and the windows of the house so that Waffles could feel free to go. She was surprised to see that her cat did not escape and continued looking outside the window. Now she was more curious to know what was happening to her beloved cat. 1 week passed by, but no improvement could be seen at the state of Waffles. She'd cry sitting on the window. Emma couldn't take it, and she too started staring outside the window, sitting beside Waffles. Waffles ignored her presence and continued doing her work, that was to stare outside the window. After 25 minutes of being this way, Emma gave up and thought of giving Waffles medicine so that she could sleep. As soon as Emma stepped outside the room, she heard her cat's meow. Perplexed, Emma rushed inside the room to find out what was happening during her absence. Emma ran toward the room looking for Waffles. She was shocked to hear Waffles meowing, shouting, and howling. On reaching the room, she could see a cat staring at her from outside. She opened the window and let the cat inside her room. Emma recalled the last time she tried to bring kittens from a pet house. That time, Waffles did not appreciate their presence and had a cold vibe. Therefore, Emma had to give away the new members. She couldn't digest the fact that Waffles was being friendly with another cat anyway. She continued observing them both. Emma's insecurities grew with Waffles' attachment to the new cat she was being comfortable with. She thought someday or the other the cats would end up having a cat fight. She was being a little more protective and wanted Waffles to be away from any of the fights. The cat that Waffles was attracted to was not a usual cat, but quite big in size. The cat appeared to be a stray cat to her. She was afraid of the infections the other cat contained. Being a possessive pet owner, she devised a plan to keep that cat away from her Waffles. Emma made sure that every window had been covered by the curtains so that Waffles could not peep outside or have any connection with the stray cat. But before she could excuse her plan, something happened that somewhere or the other shook Emma as well and made Waffles go under the abyss of depression. It had been 2 weeks since the day the window stray cat visited Waffles. After that day, the stray cat did not show up. Initially, Emma thought it was a matter of some days, but as the days went by, she noticed that the cat did not appear even the slightest. All she cared about was Waffles, who was not ready to eat anything and losing weight like crazy. Emma could hear silent screams under the expressionless face of Waffles. Waffles would not eat or drink anything unless Emma forced her to do so. Emma connected the dots and concluded that the last time Waffles behaved this way had something to do with the stray cat. Seasons changed, but the condition of Waffles was the same. Waffles could not stop looking outside the window. Every time it heard noise coming from outside, it used to jump near the window and peep excitedly. After finding no one there, Waffles used to sigh sadly and leave the room. Finally, after the seasons of tears and sadness, the day arrived when Emma heard her distressed cat meowing loudly. This made Emma wake up from her deep sleep and run towards the room where Waffles was present. Emma was shocked to the core. She could see Waffles running here and there in excitement. Emma discovered the happiness in Waffles. It was none other than the stray who had appeared from nowhere but provided immense happiness to Emma's Waffles. Emma could not hold back her tears and she opened the window once again, letting the stray cat in. The return of the cat was not the only reason that astonished Emma and Waffles, but there was one more thing that turned out to be a reason for their smiles. Looking out the window, Emma discovered 4 cute little kittens nibbling her lawn grass. The scene was mesmerizing for her. It took Emma at least 20 minutes to understand what was going on. The stray cat rubbed her fur against Waffles and jumped out the window. The cat successfully landed on the ground and held one of the kittens firmly by its mouth and meowed a code word which made other kittens follow her. The stray cat did nothing, but it was on the ground as if it was ready to sleep. The little kittens found a way to her and started feeding on their mother's teats. All the time the cat was feeding the kitten, it looked at Waffles as if a training session of Waffles was going on. Emma said nothing and kept on weeping. She accused herself of being selfish and started searching for a laptop. On finding that, she headed on to search differences between a pet cat and a stray cat. She got to see many differences, but the one by which she was moved was stray cats live a happy life than pet cats because they're free. Emma knew that Waffles could not understand whatever she was about to say. Nonetheless, she started her speech with an apology. She told Waffles that she deeply regrets her dominance over her. She clarifies that she was too possessive for Waffles and that Waffles did not get to make friends. Because of her actions, Waffles was being weird. The moment she realized her mistake, she kissed the cat and bid goodbye. Without wasting further more time, Waffles rubbed her head against Emma's feet and rushed outside the door. Emma, though was sad, got to learn a good lesson of letting everything free. It's not just a lesson dealing with Waffles' freedom, but for everything that Emma kept curbed inside her. As Waffles left Emma, she was left with nothing but Waffles' memories. She got to understand that love is something that needs freedom. Emma took this incident as a lesson. She got to learn a lot from her cat, which she implied in her personality as well. She started gearing up for more challenges coming her way.